gonna do this now because I currently don't have power, and so we're just gonna use, you know, what daylight we have, because it was storming and there was a loud bang, and now there's no power in like the next block or two. So here we go. So we'll start with my Romathon reads that I did. So I ended up doing stayed up all night studying, and for that one I picked Barbarian Redemption. And then my next one, I did not end up reading Red Schools of Magic. That is actually going to be my first book for April. New School Supplies, Book Love by Debbie Tung is what I ended up reading. It was a really cute short one. I did it during the 48-hour Peace Talks one. Joined a secret society. I dropped some water on my thing. It's fine. And what ended up winning for my poll pick was the Twisted Ones. And this is a Five Nights at Freddy's novella. I also read that during Peace Talks. Never got to Then She Was Gone. And my next one here is Set Up Your Schedule. I end up reading This Is a Story of a Happy Marriage by Anne Patchett. Good read, kind of in the middle. I kind of didn't realize why I should care about this person, but then she was like kind of relatable, so it kind of bumped up my rating. It is like a 3.5 though. And as for why it's required, it's for a video that's coming out soon. I just have to finish one more book and then you guys will see that video. Bribe a Teacher. I did not end up reading The Family Upstairs. And then 5-star read No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. I did read this, but I didn't end up putting it in that spot. I did end up moving it, which I can't even tell you where I moved it to at this current moment because, like I said, I don't have power, so we're working with what we got. So now we're gonna go into our negative points. Get Another Kid Drunk. And I read The Smoke That Thunders by Eru Kome. There's a video that I will go ahead and link here for you guys. But this one is a arc I got on NetGalley. It was my first one I read. I really did enjoy it. It's a solid 4 stars. Debut author. Win a Duel. Barbarian's Lady, which another one was like one I could sit down really quick, but it does switch point of views in there. Catch Someone Cheating. Heartless Hunter. I was supposed to read this. Haven't got to it. It's currently sitting on the shelf. Poison a Classmate. Watching You. Also didn't get to. Trip Your Opponent. Among the Enemy by Margaret Peterson Haddix. This is a short one. It is a middle grade YA. I would say it does feature revenge. They are like blowing up stuff in it. Pseudo Survival. Part of Your World. I did not get to that. It's going to be my second book for April, I've decided. Steal an Assignment, Titan's Curse. So I did start this one, but I didn't finish it. It's currently sitting as one of my books I need to finish, but we will get to that. Detention, I read Oddball by Sarah Anderson. This was during Peace Talks as well. So then we have Sabotager Group Project, The Silver Eyes. This is another Five Nights at Freddy's novella, read during Peace Talks. So we will gather my pen now. And we are just going to tally up, which I actually found this out for you guys. 2911. And how many books did I read? I actually skipped one, guys. This is where I skipped one. So I ended up reading one for here. I just didn't write it down. So for snack time, I read The Last Mrs. Parrish. This was actually this is also figured into my totals. I just have it like screenshot. 11. We ended up reading 11 books. And then we're gonna go into It's All Greek to Me, which this is pretty much done. Make sure this is nice and in focus for you guys. So Zeus features a king or kingdom. The Smoke That Thunders features a kingdom in it. Didn't do any of the Aphrodite ones. Didn't do any of the Athena ones. Didn't get any of those. This one I did very poorly on. Celine, we did read Barbarian's Redemption. I did not get to this. This is something else I really want to get to, but like, you know, we didn't get there. So yes, those so far. And then No One Can Know, because it does have a house on the cover. And then, I mean, I did just finish this one, but like, it's not going to count for that, you know? It's not going to count because I did not finish it earlier. Did I not write something down again? I totally did not. Give me a second, guys. Here we go. The last message perish is apparently something I forgot to log, but it does have water on our cover. So for this one, we only read 4 books, and then we will go into the, so the last one here, I have not like filled out at all because I've been lazy. So I haven't really filled it out. So we are gonna pull up Monsterograph on my phone here, and you guys can help fill it out with me. So we already have the Smoke That Thunders on there. Let's see. This one is arguable. I'm just abbreviating her name because it's too long. This one was gonna be hard. Containing element from the periodic table. What? Yeah, and there was nothing with food. I mean, I kind of was putting off some of these books, you know? I was kind of putting off. Really, the one I was really putting off with No One to Know. So for this one, we got 1166. Yeah, that pretty much encompasses what I read in March. All right, so we are gonna do my April calendar. I'm actually doing this first this month. This is usually the last thing I do, but this is honestly probably gonna be the easiest and most efficient thing I do tonight. I'm gonna move that because that is out in the way. Because it is it's the 30th, so we are gonna sit down. I'm gonna set my calendar off to the side there so I have reference. So I am just gonna go ahead and label my calendar, and I know today it's not fully in the picture, but you guys will get the gist. And like I said, this is probably just gonna be the easiest for me to do tonight. I am going to film my March progress as well, which you guys have already seen from where I put the clips in, but I couldn't fully record that before the end of March because you never know what the last day of the month will bring. Sometimes I get super ambitious, and like with Easter, I am preparing some foods, but like really not too many, like not too many time consuming things. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have time to read tomorrow when I'm preparing stuff for Easter. I just went and labeled everything. There is just a few things I'm going to write. So we're gonna come over here to the 12th, and this is when the Chewy order is gonna be shipped, which lets me know that this is the week Shelby's litter box will need changed, and then it's gonna need changed again at the end of the month. And I only know that because the Chewy order goes out the same week her litter needs changed, because I was stupid and never made note of, well, I made note of the last time I changed her litter box, but I stupidly erased it like a complete idiot. So I was like, well, better look up when the Chewy order comes out. And then we're gonna go through and do birthdays. So this is my grandma's birthday up here on the 3rd. This is my cousin's birthday. I don't label all of my cousins' birthdays, but there is one set of cousins I'm like super close to because our moms were sisters. My aunt passed away back in 2018, but when I was little, if my mom was working, I was at my aunt's house with her kids, and when their mom was working, they were at my house. So I'm like super close to this set of cousins. He is the one whose son had a birthday today, the 30th of March. So I did go to his son's birthday party. I had a great time. He's such an adorable little kid. So that was really fun. I'm glad I got to go, but that's really the only April birthdays. We don't have a ton of April birthdays in my family. I mean, there might be a few more. I just like, I don't know all my cousins' birthdays. Like, I have over 20 cousins. I don't know when all of their birthdays are. So then I'm just gonna go through and label stuff. So I don't really know My red one I always use for appointments. I'm not really sure there's like anything appointment-wise I have going on. Not that I know of. I guess, I mean, we could write up here. This is gonna be Eclipse Day. So we can add that to the calendar because that's a half day. And then I didn't get my orange marker for some reason. But we'll go through and we'll just do a quick little sprinty sprints. Oh, I forgot this marker is shit. I don't think I want to use that one. I think I'll just write it in red. Fuck it. The orange marker is a piece of shit. So we're doing sprints on the 1st at 5:30. And then I'm doing them on the 11th. All the sprints for April are scheduled. Our April one for the Shadow Hunters one I'm doing with some people. I was gonna read it in May or in March, but I clearly didn't get to it, so it's definitely going to be got to in this next month, which is not very long. Yeah, it's right over there. It doesn't look very chunky, so I think that'll be an easy one to get through. And I think I'm really gonna try to aim for it, like maybe in this like second week is maybe what we're gonna aim for. But we shall see. Anyways, that pretty much encompasses this. Okay, so the second thing we're gonna do here tonight on the 30th is I'm gonna go through and do my April like prompts. Thing is, I am gonna go over like the March ones and which prompts I got finished. Ignore my receipt there from Arby's. I have to scan that for fetch yet. So I do have some stuff here, but we are just gonna ignore all of it for the time being until tomorrow night. Tomorrow night when I get home from Easter, probably right before bed, I will go through what I went and did, just so that is all nice and done. But we are gonna go through and do our April readathons. So if I go here, I have not signed up for anything yet, but we're gonna start with Aurelium just because Aurelium is like my favorite one. I do need to find my prompts on the computer here, which I kind of did start looking at. Okay, so we got our Aurelium prompts pulled up. I'm kind of glad that they did Realmathon in the previous month because doing it this month would be way too much work. Also, if you guys haven't heard about my saga with the Wi-Fi, it's been a fucking mess. It literally goes out all the time. It's not even funny. I need to go reset it right now again because it just turned red, which is why we're running off my hotspot. So I just went and unplugged it for the time being while I'm doing this because I'm fucking fed up with this dumb shit. Like I already bitched. This is the third time tonight I've reset it, guys. It's ridiculous. Like I emailed my Wi-Fi company, which I'll put them on blast. It's Spectrum to like complain about it because there's no reason why I should have to do this every fucking day. Anyways, let's get into our prompts. So I've been doing Aurelium since it first began, and I've consistently have picked the demonologist career path. I'm very set in doing this one. Like, you know, it's just like is a vibe. And you know, there's not that many. Like, I'm not really into the last prompt, I'm not gonna lie, which we'll get to in a minute. I guess what color do we think Aurelium should be? You know, I'm kind of vibing with purple, you know. Purple is just my vibe color right now. Our first class is gonna be Elemental Studies. Source of light on the cover. Okay, and then shape shifting. I am abbreviating these because I will remember what they are. Okay, so this one, the random number generator titling, I will do that here when we get to this. Eleanor, I am hitting your chicken. Eleanor has a big stuffed chicken because Eleanor loves the chickens. Conjuration. Color wheel. Ooh, I love a good color wheel. We will also do that while on here. I mean, I probably can't show you my screen, but like, I'll tell you guys about it. I'm not gonna write down my last one because the last one for this is lore, reread the Legend of Dia, and I'll do that at some point. But like, that's not a prompt. And all I'm really gonna log is my total pages because this is just 5 books, which is gonna be like super nice, super easy. And I mean, honestly, while we're here, we might as well pick out some books for this. So I am gonna scroll over to this just because I'm debating if this book has a light source on it. Okay, no, it really doesn't. I need to find a book with a light source. So honestly, the list of books we went through for, oh my gosh, the calendar thing I just did, you know, that thing over there I did, I'm just gonna start going through the books. No light source, no light source. Okay, none of those have light sources. What else is on there? Okay, I already know Heartless Hunter does not. I'm pretty sure Heartless Hunter. This one, I'm gonna have to wait for, but like, I guess let's do our random title generator. I guess let's put like 25 as our max. So we got 17. I'm just gonna write that in parentheses that my random number generator gave me 17. So now we gotta go back to my books and count. Nope. Ooh, actually, oh my god, I just thought of something, guys. This has a light source on it. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. I forgot that this has like a fire on it because I have the original covers. Okay, my neighbors are once again hitting something, which they do. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, perfect. I am going to double count that one just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm totally going to use Phoenix for this one. When people say the title, nobody says Harry Potter first, you know? It's just like the Percy Jackson series. Nobody says Percy Jackson and the Olympians Battle of the Labyrinth. Okay, now let's get a color generator. Spin the wheel, random picker, perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay, spin. Yellow. We need to find a yellow book. Trying to think if any of them over there are yellow. I don't believe so. Do I have a yellow book around here? Jesus Christ. No, the book I have checked out is not yellow. Okay, I'm trying to look at my shelves over there because, Anna, they would be yellowy. You know what? Fourth Wing is yellow-ish, and that needs to be red because, so I found out my library doesn't do fees anymore because I asked one of the doctors at work who lives in the same county. I'm like, do they do like the whole, you know, fees if I don't turn my book in on time? And she was like, no. And I was like, cool, I'm just gonna keep the book then until I finish. Okay, the book I did not pay for, easy. So I have the Engagement Party, not the one by Darby Kane, but the one by Finley Turner. Oh, on hold, and that's going to be needed to be read soon. So, because Libby will take stuff away from me when it's due. Yeah, and then you know what? Then all I have to do is do the blurb one, which I'm going to need a 5-star read. And when I do this 5-star read, I'm going to have to do something that's not a reread because, like, Titan's Curse is going to be a 5-star. It's, like, my favorite thing ever. So I'm going to need to find a 5-star, that's not a reread. So I'm going to be doing the Dewey's readathon, but you know, that's a 24-hour readathon. Read whatever the hell you want. So Jess's from the Hex Library has a bingo board with all of the prompts. Let us pick orange. Actually, I may not even do this tonight, like the putting books in. I may just write down all the prompts here because I kind of like to vibe on pure random throw the books in, and then it'll be a nice little surprise in May for you guys in where I shove stuff. Oh my gosh, who hit me? Oh, it's a Shelby. All right, last one we're gonna be doing in the month of April is Library-a-thon. And like the other one, I'm gonna leave it up to a surprise. You know, we're just gonna go on vibes for when I'm reading of what I wanna. So that pretty much encompasses the readathons I will be doing this month. And like I said, these last two, I'm just gonna like vibe and like whatever I read, I'm just gonna like find a prompt then. And then in May when I film my planning video, you guys will get a nice surprise of what I put in each spot. As for now, the links to each one of these readathons announcements videos will be in my description box, so make sure you go ahead and check those out because they're all hosted by like lovely people here on YouTube.